Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another installment of Scott's Selections for Thursday, October 8th. For you in today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We ended up giving out a look-ahead moneyline parlay on the NFL. Check out that video if you've not done so before, as the lines have not officially moved yet from the time of the video, but they probably will at some point leading up to the games on Sunday. Now, for today's play of the day, a lot of stuff on the card. We have a Thursday night football game between the Buccaneers and the Bears. Yeah, I know. I'm also having a hard time containing all my excitement from that matchup. You also have some college football with Tulane and Houston. I thought about giving out Tulane plus the points as a play of the day, but decided not to. And instead, we're going to be looking at baseball, as we are going to be having 4 games on the card on Thursday. And the play that we're going to be going with here is going to be on a matchup between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays in Game 4 of their respective series. And for this play that we're looking at a team total, and it's going to be on the Tampa Bay Rays over 4.5, which is available on DraftKings at plus 107 at time of recording of 2:58 a.m. Eastern Time. Now, a couple reasons why I like Tampa Bay in the spot on the over 4.5. First of all, Tampa Bay has been performing extremely well offensively over the last couple of games. Tampa Bay has absolutely smashed the Yankees pitching after a game one dud. They have scored at least 7 runs in each of the last 2 games. They've been hitting the ball very well. Really, New York has had no answers. New York's bullpen is definitely underwhelming. So there are some issues. But the main reason why is because of who's going to be starting for the Yankees in this spot. After that very questionable move by Aaron Boone to go with Davy Garcia for an inning, followed by J.A. Happ in Game 2. Tanaka ended up struggling in Game 3. Tampa ended up getting to him early. Now, Game 4, the Yankees are forced to use Jordan Montgomery, who is a lefty junk ball pitcher who had a 5.11 ERA in 2020. Now, the reason why that's important is because of the fact that Montgomery, first of all, didn't have a great year. Second of all, he pitched against Tampa Bay once this season, and his numbers were awful. Just so you know, his ERA against Tampa Bay this season is 54. That's not a typo. He ended up going 2/3 of an inning and gave up 4 earned runs, and the on-base percentage for Tampa is .714 against Jordan Montgomery in that one appearance. Do I think Montgomery's going to pitch that badly once again? No, but it is worth mentioning that Tampa Bay, who has been hitting the ball very well lately, scoring at least 7 runs each of the last 2 games, now faces a Yankees pitcher who has been awful against them, and I think that Tampa Bay should continue to hit. Plus, Tampa Bay is the road team technically in this neutral site game, so they will be getting a guaranteed 9 at-bats, which kind of takes you into my second reason for this, which is the Yankees bullpen. Now, I know that I've brushed on it briefly that the Yankees bullpen isn't very good. The issue that you now have with the Yankees is the fact that, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, Montgomery struggles, which wouldn't surprise me because Montgomery has been awful in the first inning of games this season. So there is a good chance Tampa Bay jumps on him early and the Yankees have to go to a plan B. The only problem there is I don't really know what your plan B is if you're the Yankees. Now, the Yankees had a couple of long relievers on the roster. I don't think any of them are really that good. But if you want to break down who they had, for example, a Luis Sessa, who I don't like. You had Nick Nelson, and you also had Michael King. Now, all 3 of them pitched yesterday, which doesn't make sense to me either because they were the long relievers on the staff, which means that if Montgomery ends up going, let's just say 2 innings. Let's say Montgomery gets shelled for 2 innings, 3 runs, walks a couple batters, high pitch count, all that stuff, kind of like what J.A. Happ did in Game 2. I have no idea what the Yankees are going to do from a bullpen perspective because they might be forced to throw Davy Garcia again on 1 day's rest to come in. I don't know what the game plan is because all their long relievers got used already. Of course, Cole's not going to be operational. They got nothing. And that's a serious problem because of the fact that the Yankees just don't have many great options in the bullpen to begin with, not to mention the fact that their long relievers all got used yesterday for some reason. The only person who didn't get used was Weiziga, and he was awful in Game 2 when he came in out of the bullpen. So the Yankees have some serious pitching issues. Tampa Bay's been hitting the ball well, and simply put, 4.5 at plus money for Tampa, getting a guaranteed 9 at-bats, is way too much value for me to pass up on in plus money, especially since FanDuel has the same prop available at minus 104. So the play today, once again, here for Thursday, October 8th, is going to be on the Tampa Bay Rays over 4.5 runs on the team total, which is available on DraftKings at plus 107. That's an installment of Scott Selections. Good luck to all of you and respective bets today. Bye, everyone.